Okay, so no injury occurs on this play, but there are two things that happen that a coach can teach his players to avoid so that we don't have an injury in the future. The first is his fielder glues his foot to the base even after there's not going to be a play at first base. This is a situation where a player could get his ankle stepped on. The batter runner could twist his or her ankle on that first baseman. It's just a good idea to get them out of the way, not to mention the fact that there's going to be an obstruction call if this runner tries to round the base and that first baseman is still standing on the bag. And then the second play, I'll illustrate here in a second. So you watch the batter hits the ball, runs to first. Now, right here, the ball's in the outfield. This first baseman should be getting off the base and getting out of the way in case the runner wants to round the bag and go to second. But instead, he stays glued to the base even while the runner runs over the bag. Okay, that's coaching instruction. Got to tell that player, once you know there's not going to be a play at first, get away from the bag. Next play, in the same sequence, we have a fielder who picks up the ball. He's running to first, nothing wrong there. He runs across the bag and the batter runs across the base. You might say, what's wrong with that? I can't tell you how many times I've seen a bang bang, and that's in this case literal, play at first where either the second baseman or the first baseman is sprinting towards the base and decides to step on the base but then continue on towards the first base dugout. Meanwhile, the batter runner also has a right to cross the base as fast as he can, and we have a collision. So that first baseman or fielder should be taught to get to this base as quickly as possible, hit the bag with his foot, but then back up and bounce back off the base rather than going across the base, in which case we have a chance at a collision.